Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today is it, everybody. On a real positive note, today is it. Today is the day. You know, when I was in high school, my mother was a Sunday school teacher until she passed. I would walk out the door every morning on my way to school, and my mother used to say, listen to me, son, hey, don't forget, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And, I ain't think much of it. It's just my mama being religious, my spiritual woman. So, I just took it as that. But as I've gotten older, man, that's registered more and more with me. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's pretty cool, man. What better blessing will you get throughout the day than the fact that he allowed you to live and see another day? See, sometimes, man, when you're young, you don't pay no attention to that. But all you got to do is keep living. Keep watching some people that you know not be here anymore. Go to class reunions and they smaller. See people that you really loved that meant a lot to you leave this world. And all of a sudden, man, immortality starts to matter a great deal to you. Some of us learn this lesson sooner than others. But I know when you're young, man, you think you're going to be here for a while. You think you got time to play around. You think you got time to get it together. You got time to make the mistakes. But man, oh man, almost every full-blown adult that I know will tell you and have said these words right here many times. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want you to hear them because you're going to use them. If I only knew then what I know now. Do you know how many people have said those words right there? Because in time, man, you gain so much wisdom. Oh, but it ain't like nobody didn't tell you, though. Somebody told you back then, hey, man, it's best to buckle down now. He said, hey, man, you better quit wasting time. Hey, look, do your best at all times. Stop worrying about that. I'm telling you, son, in a minute, them clubs ain't going to mean nothing to you. In a minute, that going out all the time ain't going to mean nothing to you. I can't tell you how many times I repeat it to my kids. But, man, today is a different day because today is the day that the Lord has made. So he gave you a shot today. If you woke up this morning or if you're finishing your day on your shift, he gave you a new day. Nothing bigger than the fact that he woke you up today. Now, why don't you do something about that? Why don't you take advantage of it? How about if you start today? How about if you stop hesitating today? How about if you stop delaying it today? How about if you stop procrastinating today? How about if you make today the day that you go for it? I mean, man, let's all just decide today. Let's go for it. Let's put forth a maximum effort today. I mean, really, man, what you doing? Look, man, take advantage of this blessing of waking up. Do something today. If you would just start the process, man, start that business you always dreamed of. Go look into that other job you always yearned for. Go get the training you need to get the promotion, man. Go back to school, man. Go see what you need to do to lift yourself to the next level. Stop waking up every day seeing how it's going to go and start waking up and do something about how it goes. If you make one step, he'll make two. But you could, people talk about all the time, man, it seems like you always getting a blessing. Oh, man, when you're talking to a person, listen to this. If you're talking to a person and it seems like there's always a blessing coming his way, let me tell you what that person doing. That person is putting one foot in front of the next. That person is putting forth some efforts out there. And that's the only way God can bless you. God can only bless you with your efforts. He can only put his finger on the thing that you are doing or attempting. That's all he can help you with. There are no jobs walking up to your door, knocking on your door. But if you beating the pavement, if you sending in the apps, if you online scouring somewhere to work, somewhere to get a job, then God can touch somebody's heart to hire you. But if you sitting at the house every day smoking, every day drinking, but you wondered why you just can't get a job the couple times you done went out there, if you ain't got a job, you got to go get one every day. You got to go look for one every single day. You can't take no days off. How about today? How about today if we decide today is the day that we're going to make the move? Today is the day that we stop delaying, hesitating, procrastinating. Today is the day that we take a step in a direction to do something for ourselves, for our lives, for our family, for our wives, for our children, for our community, for our school. Do something today. For crying out loud, man. Stop sitting in your own life in just a stew of misery. In your own life. I'm going to tell you something. If you are in a state of confusion, if you are troubling, if you're stuck on what to do next, you want me to tell you what's happening? You're not doing enough. That's what it is, man. See, when I get in a place, man, where I don't know what the next move is, it's because I done usually stalled out. See, this is the way God works. This is the way he's worked for me. Every time I'm busy and I'm about the business of always trying to live my creed, which is ABC. My motto is ABC, always be closing. I'm always working on something to close something. When you're so busy with the business of improving yourself and doing with yourself and becoming the best you can be, God is always working on your behalf behind some scene of something that you're in the process of attempting to close. But because you're not doing all you can do, you're limiting you are, because of your decision not to give your all in all. You're limiting the opportunities for God to put his finger on things and touch them on your behalf. I don't know if the average person really understands or knows what it takes to truly be successful on whatever level you're talking about. But whatever that level is, I don't care what dollar amount you've got attached to it, what level you got. If you have made the decision that you're going to be successful, I think that a lot of people, the average person, does not know what that means. Whatever level you've decided to be successful on, see, that's your level of faith. That's where you see your life at. Well, guess what? You got to maximize your efforts to even get to that level. So listen to me. If you want to be successful at your church, if you want to be successful in your relationship, if you want to be successful down at the daycare center, if you want to be successful at your college, if you want to be successful on your job, guess what? It's going to take all you got in that world to become a success. I don't know why people think that if you don't want to be where somebody else at, you ain't got to put forth that effort. No, wrong. You've got to put forth your maximum effort at whatever role you're trying to accomplish. Lord have mercy, man. How about today, though, y'all? How about today? Today is a good one. Let's make today today. Let's get out of that. Let's get on with it. Stop hesitating. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Start today. Watch God have something to put his finger on there. And that's all you're trying to do, man. To line yourself up with God's grace, you got to put out a lot of effort so God can put his finger on something. You feel me today? I sure hope you do, because I'm on one today. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the start of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is how I'm going to do it this morning. Roscoe Wallace sings another hit. Cisco Kid was a friend of mine. Yeah. You know what he did? He drank a whiskey. Poncho drank the wine. Hey. Boy, that was a jam right there. Good morning, everybody. I will open up all my shows for next week or so with the greatest songwriter of all time, Roscoe Wallace, doing one of the hits that he's written that they refuse to give him credit for. Roscoe is in a fight with the music industry to get all his royalties paid. If the court sees it the way Roscoe Wallace has it planned, Roscoe is owed almost $1 trillion.
Money
and royalties.
In royalties and back pay. Let's see if Roscoe wins. Junior, Carla, Shirley, Tommy, Mississippi Monica, Mona.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Top.
Man, Uncle, let me ask you something, man. You know, it's holiday season, but a lot of traveling going on and all this type of stuff, and I'm not really thrilled about it, because I don't like traveling with people that ain't got no money, because I know where they gonna look. You ever, before you got super rich or anything like that, just when you was just regular dude, you ever travel with people that had no money for a long period of time?
Oh, I had a bus pass. Everybody I traveled with ain't had no money. Hell, if we had money, why is we on this damn bus?
Yeah.
At $99 summer pass, anywhere you want to go. You just got to want 5 days to get there now.
A $99 bus pass?
Cleveland to Dayton was damn near a day. And it's only 4 hours away. But by the time you stop in Worcester, took a damn near day by the time, because you're going to stop in Worcester, Zanesville, Steubenville, Youngstown. You're going to go to Cincinnati, then back up to Dayton. It's going to be all damn day. So, yeah, I don't like traveling with people like that. I've seen some incredible things on the bus that really shouldn't see. One of my favorite pieces of luggage is a clothes basket with trash bag over the top of it and duct tape surrounding it. That
This is luggage.
luggage is
Was this yours or what you saw?
Oh, no. I saw this. I was never that person. I was a little more creative than that. My other favorite piece of luggage is 4 trash bags put inside each other with clothes in it that should be in the trash, and then with a bread tie on it. That was always, and the bread tie barely closed it. Barely. You could only twist it one time. And so the 2 ends stabbed you. Yeah. That was my most interesting one. And then I loved people who would take empty bags of loaves of bread and pack stuff in it and then carry it like we can't see that them is loaves of bread that was supposed to be in there.
Right.
But you done put socks and crayons and Kool-Aid
Coming
in
up.
it. Boy,
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we're going to start the show off. We're going to start the show off with Nephew Tommy's Run That Prank Back right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, guys, time to start our morning off with Run That Prank Back and the nephew. What you got, Neff?
Guess who is moving next door? I'm going to say that one more time. Guess who is moving next door? Cat Dog, if you would.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. Is it Dolphin? Dolan. Mr. Dolan?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? My name is Clifford.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Mr.
You live at Cheshire Drive?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, actually, I'm at 1623. I actually bought the house that was for sale next door to you.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. But how did you get my number?
Well, actually, the realtor told me that he had your number because I said I wanted to reach out to the neighbors next door, and he told me that Mr. Dolan was actually the person next door, and he didn't think you would mind me actually getting the number.
Okay, well, I'll talk with the realtor later, but what can I do for you, sir?
Well, what I wanted to know is, do you have any problems like living next door to black people?
I'm sorry, what did you just ask me?
I mean, like I said, I just bought the place next door, and I wanted to know, do you have any problems, living next door to black people?
No, sir. I have no problem. I'm assuming you're a black man, and I have no problem with that. I judge people by their actions, not their color.
Okay. Now, do you have any black people experience?
Well, yeah, I've worked with, gone to school with, have several friends of many different ethnicities. What is it? What's this? How is this relative?
Well, like I say, I'm gonna be living next to you, and I'm just making sure that you and I can coincide or coexist rather on the same block and not really have a problem with one another. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you have a problem with white people?
No, I don't have a problem with white people. I'm cool. I'm just trying to make sure, because me and you already have a bit of a problem already,
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we have a problem. I'm
bothering me while I'm at work. What's your problem?
Okay, well, my problem is that, after purchasing the property, I went downtown to the city and actually looked at, the layout of this entire property. And when I look at it, you actually 25, close to 30 feet over the property line.
Well, no, you're looking at the wrong map.
No. The fence that separates my backyard from your backyard, you are 30 feet over that.
That's impossible. No.
Listen, and I know this. Now, let me. I'm gonna tell you how I looked at. You got a jacuzzi in your backyard, right?
Oh, so you've been spying on me?
No, I haven't been spying on you, sir. I'm just telling you, close to that, not far from that fence line. Don't you have a jacuzzi there?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. Yes.
Okay. Now the pool is okay, but if I push that fence line back 30 and actually get the property that I'm supposed to have, I pretty much own your jacuzzi, your hot tub.
I see. Okay. Let me tell you something. I've been in that house for 10 years. We put that fence up when we moved in, and it was based on the property line that was set 10 years ago. I don't know what you're looking at, but my fence is not moving. My jacuzzi's not moving, and there's no changing that.
Okay. Well, let me. I'm glad you voiced what you wanted to voice. Now you hear old Clifford out. Let me tell you something. Either we're going to take the fence line and move it where it's supposed to be, or we're going to put a gate between our 2 yards, and I'm going to be able to come and get in this jacuzzi and pool whenever I want to.
All right, let's talk about this. First of all, there's not going to be any gate, okay? And as far as you just coming over and getting in the jacuzzi at will, I got a real problem with that. You've called me at work. I'm on the job, and I'm having to listen to this on a future neighbor who's making weird claims about how he owns part of my land. That.
I own the jacuzzi, sir.
No, you did not pay for that jacuzzi. You did not pay for that fence. You just showed up making you called me at work and then you hand me some story with no evidence. I'll go down to City Hall and look at those papers myself because I don't trust a word you're saying. I've been there for 10 years. I've had 10 other neighbors in that backyard. Y'all cycle through once a year, I swear, and I've never had any problems with them until you come along. This is some
Okay, well, I tell you what, here's something you need to understand. You got a new black neighbor, and you got a new black neighbor that owns your jacuzzi because you're over the fence line, all right? And as soon as I move in, I'm coming and I'm getting in my jacuzzi.
You will, man. You know what I mean? Just no. Move into that.
I'm going to use the jacuzzi on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You get it on Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. That's it. Because part of this damn jacuzzi belongs to me. The jacuzzi is owned by a black man and a white man, and we're going to get along. Bottom line.
Look here. Listen here, you. Who are you to dictate what days I get to use my jacuzzi?
Because it's not just
coming over to my jacuzzi.
It's not just your jacuzzi. It's our jacuzzi because because you built it. That's the only thing that makes it yours. It being on my part of the property helps make it mine. So therefore, we're gonna share this damn jacuzzi, and we're gonna try to get
in my jacuzzi. I'm tossing your across the fence.
I will be there Mondays, Wednesdays, and
You ain't gonna be. I'll be standing at my jacuzzi with a shotgun. You take one step over to my property line. I swear, if I could jump through this phone, I'd wring your neck.
You know who's gonna be in there with me?
Who the gonna be in there?
I'm gonna have Cunningham in the damn jacuzzi. Who? Cunningham.
My coworker? What the?
Hey man, this is nephew Tommy, man. Your boy Cunningham got me to prank phone call you.
Payback's a.
We got you, man. We got you.
You got me good.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Radio Show.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in trending entertainment news, some very, very sad news. Gap Band founding legendary member Ronnie Wilson has passed away. Our deepest condolences going out to, Charlie Wilson.
Oh, that's my
and the family.
dude, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I worked with Ronnie for years.
Yeah, very sad. Wow. In other trending news, Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats show off their home. And plus, Carla has music news, and we'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time for Steve's favorite segment. It's called Ask the CLO. CLO standing for Chief Love Officer, ready for your love questions. This one is from Shara in Augusta. Chara writes, I recently moved from my parents' home to my first home, and I left my old bedroom furniture. My mother was cleaning out one of my dresser drawers and called me laughing hysterically. She had found my bag of sex toys that I left in there by mistake. I was ashamed but happy my dad wasn't home. The next day, my dad called me laughing about the same thing. I am so upset that my mom tells him everything. She said it's no big deal, but it's very embarrassing for me. Am I overreacting?
Yeah. Because there are people, married people, who share jokes. And right now, you the joke. You know why they laughing? Because they cut 2-3 of them on.
Yeah. What kind of toys they had in their bag, though?
Oh, rabbit, ladybug, bullets.
Bullets.
You know,
Baby, listen to this one.
you know, purple people eater. You know, they got all kind of stuff in there. I don't know how I know this stuff. I just seen some.
I don't
you
know either.
You know, raspberry delight. You know,
2 or 3 of them on.
banana ola. You know,
What?
they got the cherry picker. You know, they got some stuff in there, man. You just got to know what it is. You know. But on the Zoom, it's a lot of people blushing. So let's just move on.
Okay, we will. Vicky in Hoover, Alabama says, my husband and I got new phones, and he mistakenly took my new phone to the store with him Sunday. He came in and was acting all mad, saying a man had called my phone and hung up on him. I panicked because my male friends play a lot on the phone, so I didn't know what they had done. He accused me of having an affair, and my stomach got queasy. After I threw up, he said he was joking, and he just wanted to see how I would react. Is this cruel behavior, or should I take it as a joke and move on?
Wait a minute. Hold up. You threw up.
Yes, she said her stomach got queasy, and she threw
A
up
sure sign of guilt. You vomited?
in every circle.
You know how many lies I done told I've never vomited? I've been to court line and never vomited. I've been talking to the police and knew not to vomit. Oh, you know, wives that ask me questions, I done lied and never vomited. Which the hell I would vomit. You guilty.
She said
They
she's
accused
not.
you of cheating. I got stomach got queasy. I threw up. What the hell you throwing up for? I wrote a check to the government one time for taxes and threw up.
Oh, okay.
Damn near had to write another one. Can't send this one in. They can't read this one.
So she wants to know, is her husband being cruel? And should she take it as a joke?
Take it as a joke. You better be glad he didn't read nothing into that vomiting. This is a blessing, lady. Got to be kidding me. Let me tell you something, ladies. Ask your man something about a woman just called your phone while I had it, and she hung up, and I think you cheating, and your dude vomit.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Guilty is charged. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
like that.
Vicky.
Well, I must have ate something bad. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I got
Well,
food
that's how
poisoning.
you're going to get out of it, huh?
Ooh,
All
I
right,
don't
moving
know
on
what
to
that
Lewis
was.
in Detroit, Steve. Lewis writes that I've been married to my second wife for almost a year, and this is her second marriage as well. She brought some old friends from her marriage into our friends group, and the ladies always make references about her ex-husband and how nice her old house was. I am not insecure at all, but I did ask my wife why she doesn't stop them from mentioning her ex so much. She said I shouldn't sweat the small stuff. And how do I deal with this situation?
Yep, marriage number 3.
On the way.
Whoa, no
wait,
hesitation
number
with that answer, CLO.
Yeah, took me 3 times to get it right. Sometimes 3 times is the charm. You seem to be falling into that bracket. Always mentioning your ex's house and bringing them up and what they in the group for anyway, man. There's too many people in y'all's damn marriage. Y'all's marriage ain't gonna make it if you leave all these people in it. The past is what it is. It's supposed to stay there. If you keep bringing the past up, you're gonna mess up your future. That's a fact.
Why do your marriage need a group?
Dog, what is we talking about? What you keep talking about the ex for and the house you used to have? Well, we ain't got that house. And I might not be insecure, but doggone, I'm not finna sit up here and take all these shots in the mouth. Next.
Niecy
Marriage
in
number
Memphis
3. I love you too.
says,
You
I've
can
got
say
a
it
5-year...
twice before you're good at it. Just say it a 3rd time and go on and get on. Get out. Go ahead, Shirley.
You said it twice.
Niecy in Memphis says, Steve, that I've got a 5-year-old daughter that is too grown for her age. She's always watching videos on her phone, and she's taken on the personality of her 15-year-old sister, and I try to manage it as best I can. She came home from hanging out at the park with her older sister, and she told me that she saw 2 dogs doing it. I asked her what they were doing, and she said, it. I'm going to beat the brakes off my 15-year-old if she's talking like that around my baby. And how do I address this with my 2 girls?
What you jumping on the 15-year-old for? You're the parent. You know, this started a long time ago. Your 5-year-old is out of control because you've allowed her to get out of control. Now you blaming it on the 15-year-old. But the 15-year-old is out of control because, boom, yeah. And like Tommy say, she got a phone. And she looking at videos on the phone. At 5 years old, why she got a phone? Why she got access to a phone? Why she talking back to you? See, let me show you how it would have went.
Say it.
Shirley, you my mother and asked me about that. Asked me about that.
So what did you say, baby? What did you mean? You saw 2 dogs doing it. What is it?
I saw 2 dogs doing it. Fuck!
Whoa, exactly.
That's how that would have went at my house.
Yeah.
Doing it. Fuck! That was my mama's backhand across my mouth. But see, y'all don't do that no more. So now you have what you have. Now, we don't raise our kids like that no more. Okay, cool. That's why your kids is off the change. See, the 5-year-old need a 15-year-old ass whooping. That's all this
She
is.
does beat her 15-year-old, Steve.
Huh?
To use that term. She says she's going to beat the brakes off her 15-year-old.
That's what she said, but she not. And let me explain something to you. Beating is not the answer to this right here. You really got to sit your children down and get some order and some rules in your house. That's just all what it is. You've lost control of what you're supposed to be in control of.
Yeah.
There's too many people
Come on,
got
Niecy.
phones.
All right, good advice, CLO. Thank you. Coming up.
5-year-old in charge of a damn thing up in here. You ain't even working. You can't even make ice
coming up.
cubes.
At the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Some sad news. One of the legendary founding members of the Gap Band, Ronnie Wilson, has passed away. This is according to his family. Ronnie suffered a stroke last week and was in a semi-coma, and he never recovered. We're offering, of course, our deepest condolences to Ronnie Wilson's family. That's his wife, his children, and, of course, his brother, Charlie Wilson.
This was a good dude right here, man. Ronnie Wilson was a very, very good dude. I toured Ronnie in a couple stage plays. He was a bad boy.
Wow. Really, Tommy.
Yeah, he moved to Houston, stayed here in Houston for a while, and then later he moved to San Antonio. That's probably where he last resided. Because I think he had even he started preaching down there in San Antonio. But Ronnie was a really, really good dude, man. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot.
A musical genius, for sure.
Yeah. Very sad.
He wrote a lot for the Gap Band now.
Yeah, producing and all that.
Again, our condolences going out to the entire family.
Steve,
Charlie,
that's a tough one.
All right, we're going to switch gears here. And on a lighter note, we got to talk about Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. They're showing off their California home in Architectural Digest. It's an 11,000 square foot home. It's in La Jolla, California, which is featured on the cover of Architectural Digest's December issue. It sits on a mountainside overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It has floor-to-ceiling glass windows and a stunning infinity pool. It's so fancy, they say, that it served as the inspiration for Tony Stark's futuristic home in Iron Man. So there you go.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, it's dope. No, that crib is dope.
You've been there, Steve?
Dope.
I saw it. I saw some videos.
No comment. Just it's dope.
Oh. Couldn't drag that out of you, huh?
No comment.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
It's beyond dope.
Okay. All right, and finally, Carla is here with today's music news. What you got, Carla?
Okay, well, guys, congratulations are in order for the artist Her. She lands the lead in the 2021 Soul Train Award nominations. She has a Song Album of the Year, Video of the Year. Jasmine Sullivan and Chris Brown followed. They got 6 nods each. Now, the Soul Train Awards will be held at the legendary Apollo Theater in Harlem this year, making it the first time
The
in New
Soul
York
Train
City.
Awards?
Yes, Steve. Yep, at the Apollo Theater in Harlem.
I'll tell
This
you
is
what,
the
they
first
got
time.
the crew. They got the crew at the Apollo Theater to pull it off, and well deserved. I've been knowing that crew for years. Every time I go back, it's the same boys back there. Joe and all them boys. Them boys know how to put on a show.
Well, that's good. That's good. Maxwell will receive the Legend Award. Ashanti, she will receive the Lady of Soul. She is the honoree. 2021 Soul Train Awards. Now, they're going to tape it on November 20th. It will air on November 28th, and it is hosted by Tashina Campbell and Tisha Campbell and Tashina Arnold. You know, this is their 4th year in a row hosting the Soul Train Music Awards. Yes, they do. They do. They have fun hosting. So we'll be watching it.
What song gonna be this year?
I know.
They gonna do a song.
Yes, they do. They always go crazy with it, Junior.
What is Ashanti gonna wear?
Girl, because her body is everything. She got body, yaddy.
Probably ain't gonna have that much on.
I'm thinking the same thing.
That's what we wishing for.
Probably
Yeah,
ain't gonna have.
that girl.
Morning, Ashanti.
Beautiful.
Shout out to Ashanti Junior.
Good morning.
Yep. And in other music news, it's award music season 2021 American Music Awards will be hosted by Cardi B. This is big, and that's going down on November 21st. Cardi B hosting the AMAs. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
All right.
So that
It's gonna be
is
fine. That's what it's gonna be, just fine. Real fine.
that's music news. There you go, crew.
All right, thank you, Carla.
Hey, Tommy.
Huh?
Excuse me. Hello. You on
Yes, sir.
delay? Just talking to you. What show would you be really good at hosting other than the one you on? I'm talking about like what award show?
I hadn't thought about that, huh? Hell, go for it. Academy Awards, why not?
Yeah.
Now, that's
Go
what
for
Lady
it.
Oscar.
Go for it.
No.
You don't see that, huh? You don't see that. Okay.
Hell no.
What? He's an actor. What are you saying?
Why can't I do that? I can't host that one.
Come on, man.
Gotta be more about people your height. I thought that was you.
Oh, gee. Oh.
Tommy, like something that's really like, People's Choice or something like that, something. They not finna let you host the damn Oscars.
How about NAACP, Image Award?
There
That
you
could
go.
work.
Okay.
I mean, not because it's lesser. It's just that we not finna host. They took Kevin off of it.
You talking about the Academy Awards?
Oh, hell, you might finna be no damn Oscar.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
ain't worried
pull
about
that
that. NAACP Image Awards, that would be nice to host, though.
Soul Train, all of those.
Oh, any of them.
What about, what
Nephew
about the
can do
Emmys?
it.
What about the Emmys?
Yep, I could do it.
You can do the Emmys.
Nah,
Make you proud.
No, again?
no, because I be up for Emmys and then I don't get them and, you be the one
Well, then
don't
you
call
mad at
my
me?
name. Me and you gonna have a problem. Yeah, hell yeah. Me
Well,
you
Uncle
gonna
Mike,
have a
So you
problem.
gonna blame the host?
Why is
Yeah,
it always about
whatever.
you?
You said it. You said
You
it.
asked him.
You open the envelope. You know what all
Before we do the
winner.
winner, let me call my uncle right quick. Listen, you didn't win. this,
Yeah.
So I need
Tommy,
you to
don't
get
even
your
care.
face
Just
together.
say Uncle Steve's name anyway. I don't give a damn what's on the call.
Yeah.
Do that?
I can't do that.
Oh,
Hell, I
Lord, we
did.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour,
I'm not calling
President
that.
Biden.
Man, you can't do that. I did it.
coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, President Biden caught sleeping on the job. We'll talk about it right after this.
Let Biden get some sleep.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, President Biden is just being dragged right now on social media. They're dragging him because he fell asleep, and I'm talking to you directly because you can relate to this. But President Biden fell asleep during the opening speeches of the COP26 Climate Summit. One of his staffers woke him up, and the president then uncrossed his arms and listened to what the staff member was telling him before applauding the opening speaker. Medical experts said when you are bored, there is no motivational stimuli getting into your brain, no dopamine, and is being released, and you therefore tend to feel tired and sleepy. Okay.
Understood.
That's why. Yeah.
I can't count the times I've done a Joe Biden. Lay's, was at the Lay's headquarters in Dallas. Fell asleep. They was talking.
How could you fall asleep
I was at
without chips?
They put a graph up
They turn the lights off.
talking about Cheeto sales and all this here. Like I give a damn. With the sleep or not. Then I was at a pitch meeting one time. And it wasn't my turn to talk. And the dude I went in the pitch meeting with, he was pitching his project so wrong. I knew he wasn't getting a TV show, so I went to sleep in there. Church. I've been to church. We had a minister one time, and he didn't have no volume. His whole sermon was a talk. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Oh, hey, man, we all know this verse. Pick it up. Give me something. Hit a tambourine. You need a drummer. You need something. I've fallen asleep in there. I went to court with a friend of mine, and it wasn't looking good. And
You fell asleep in court?
well, I wasn't on trial, so hell yeah.
That's the attitude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You on trial, your ass be paying attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You better.
Yeah. But that's been it. I'm okay with Joe Biden going to sleep at the summit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is boring.
You gonna leave
I
out
mean,
Vegas?
of course you shouldn't go to sleep.
Vegas.
You're not going to talk about the most infamous time you went to sleep in Vegas?
Boy, I know you ain't leaving that one out.
You're not going to talk about that.
Well, we was interviewing some people at the MGM Grand, and they were our special guests this morning. But I'd been gambling all night. We was on the air at 3 a.m. in the morning. I left the casino at 2:30, and was sitting there. And the interview was at 4:15, and at 4:15, my whole brain had shut off. And so while the two white dudes was talking, I dropped the mic. It hit the floor. Shirley said, "Steve." I turned around and went, "What?" I looked at them two white people. I didn't know who they were. I thought they was feds, and I thought my ass was gone.
His shoe was off.
All right. We'll take your phone calls. Check Steve's voicemail at 877-29-STEVE right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time to check Steve's voicemail. 877-29-STEVE. 877-29-STEVE is the number. All right, Steve, let's go to the phones. We got line 1, Carlton in Chicago.
Hey, Steve Harvey and family. Carlton Murray, loving you in Chicago, man. It's cold.
That's it.
Okay.
He had to hang up.
Well, Carlton,
Gotta go.
I've lived in Chicago twice in the early 90s. And I lived there again from 2005 to 2012, 13, 15. I lived 5 years in Chicago. And it is cold. It is the coldest place in the United States I've ever lived. And it's cold. Beautiful city in the summer. But the crazy thing was I was never there in the summer. I always
You
had
didn't
to
enjoy that
leave
part.
to go tape shows somewhere. And then when I came back in September, October. So all I saw was a couple of nice little days, and they wasn't really nice. And then after that, here comes hell in the form of frost.
The Hulk, baby, got some
Man, vicious in Chicago. But great city, man, great people, great radio station there, V103. I'm talking about some real smart people in radio up there, man. I've been fans of Chicago radio for a long time. But no one does radio the way Chicago does.
Yes.
No one. Chicago was a radio city.
Yes.
You know, and the dude Feeder that used to report on radio, he jacked me one time. But that's neither here nor there. But, you know, you can't stop it because we got good-ass ratings up there, so whatever, right? You write what you got to write, you know.
All right, Carlton. Thank you. Stay
Carlton.
warm. Yeah. All right, let's go to line 2, Steve. This caller just has a question about comedy.
Hey, Steve, I'm a big fan of yours. Have been for a long time. I have one question. If you were going to pass off your King Comedy crown, who would you pass it to?
Well, living today right now is Dave Chappelle. This is my personal Mount Rushmore of comedy.
Okay.
Excluding Richard Pryor, because he's a plaque by himself. Richard Pryor is a monument himself. My Mount Rushmore of comedy, outside of Richard Pryor, for me, now keep in mind, I'm 64. It's Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Cedric the Entertainer. I just know comedy, man, and how these dudes write, and how they are on stage when they in their best element. I got Rock, I got Chappelle, I got Cedric. I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. If I looked at my body of work and what I did, I would put myself on that wall. Cause when I was doing it, I was that to me.
Okay. Oh, you got to a lot of people.
And I'm just being real with you. But then I'm just impartial, man. Bernie would be on that because of the way he worked. People don't really understand comedy.
Bernie was
And
a
then
beast.
I would have to say, after saying myself, Bernie and said, I have to include D.L. Hughley because the Kings of Comedy was an event that's never been done prior and never been duplicated after. The Kings of Comedy, man, was the four of us as a unit. It's undeniable in history of comedy. I don't care who you are. Now, if you're being honest, I'm talking about that collective group of dudes did something that had never been done before and has never been done since, period. For me, man, my dollars in terms of dudes that's on stage that's really vicious, Earthquake.
Quake is a legend.
Now, in that level right there, but they've taken it to another level. He gets a huge monument, is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart gets a plaque for the way he's diversified his stand-up. Now, Eddie and Richard, that's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't talking about them.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, my ex-husband wants me to be his side chick.
You don't know till
We'll
you
get
ask,
into it.
you know?
Right now, the nephew's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here is pecan tree. Pecan. Not pecan, but pecan.
What, I don't know, no pecan.
I say pecan. What?
I say
My
pecan.
granddaddy called it
Pecan.
pecan. This has got
Yeah.
them pecan. Pecan. It's a pecan tree. Okay.
My grandmother called it pecan.
Yeah, my grandma said pecan.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'ma say it again. My granddaddy called it pecan.
Everybody in my
the
family
prank.
call it pecan.
Everybody,
I had to pickle.
Everybody on my granddaddy porch call it pecan. Now,
Well, everybody in the neighborhood in South Park said pecan tree. Now, go and get that.
everybody in Studewood in Houston, Texas call it pecan.
Well, everybody below I-10 said pecan tree.
Well, everybody north of 45 calls it pecan.
So that's South Dallas. Okay, cool.
North Houston,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, pecan. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach LC.
This is him.
Hey, let me. Hey, my name is Marcus. My mom and them live next door to you. The Mr. and Mrs. My mom and daddy live next door to you, and I was calling cause y'all got a pecan tree in y'all backyard. I mean, right on the fence line, and it keep pecans and stuff keep falling over into my mom and them yard. So I'm calling to see if y'all can do something, man, where y'all can pick up. I mean, my mom and them that got a little older, we've been picking them up for a long time. But I need somebody to, maybe you can cut the limbs back that's hanging over so that they won't, the pecans won't be falling over into my mom and them yard. Because, for them to be bending over like they're picking up them pecans, it's a lot of them. So, Mr. I just wanted to holler at you and see if you don't mind maybe cutting the limbs back. Because even when we turn the lawnmower on and stuff, man, it just, the pecans and stuff be coming out of the lawnmower just shooting all over the place.
Well, first of all, my pecan tree is an old pecan tree, and it's sprouted well, and I can't see me cutting it.
Well, I'm not
you
saying
can't
cut
you can't hire nobody to maintain your yard, but it's your mother. You can maintain your mother's yard.
Sir, I go by my mother's house, every other day and check on her, but I don't have time to go in the back and pick up pecans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just, it don't seem no more than like maybe 4 or 5 limbs that's hanging over there, but them 4 or 5 limbs, I mean, it's a lot of pecans falling off of there.
But
So
it's
if you
shady. My pecan tree is shady. I goes back there. There's no kind of nothing back there.
okay,
You can hire
sir,
someone to rake the yard, whatever.
sir,
I'm not cutting my tree for no like that.
Sir, listen. What I'm trying to get you to do is I don't want you cutting your entire tree down. I just want you to cut a few limbs, sir. So those that way those are the ones that are hanging over. It won't be the pecans won't be falling over into my mom's and them yard. And like I say, they older now, man. They can't be bending over like that. So I'm just coming to you as a man right now and asking you, will you please cut this down so these pecans can quit falling over my mom and them yard?
Well, I'm asking you, all you can do is hire someone. Okay, someone. I know your mother don't cut your yard.
No, it's a guy that cuts the yard. But even when he cutting the yard, these pecans is flying out from underneath the lawnmower. They sooner or later we're gonna be breaking windows over there.
What kind of lawn person you have that don't pick up before they cut? That's some.
Hey, why am I arguing with you about picking up stuff and all of this? I'm asking you to cut a funky little 5 limbs so these doggone pecans ain't falling over my mama yard.
You want it cut? You
gonna make me come over here and cut the whole? I will come cut the whole damn tree down.
You ain't gonna with my tree. I grew that tree from when I was a kid, and that tree gonna stay in that yard as long as I stay there.
Sir, look, I didn't ask you like a man to cut your little funky pecan tree down. Now, I ain't finna have...
You know what? Guess what? You bad enough, you come cut it.
I'm finna... Look, sir, today, this evening, it's either gonna be 2 things happening. Either you gonna cut these 5 limbs that I won't cut, or I'm finna cut the whole damn pecan tree down.
That's my tree, and then ain't nobody gonna with my tree. I'm here right now. I'm right here in my yard right now. Come on.
Is you over there right now?
Right now.
I will bring my right on back.
You know what? How the you get my number anyway?
Got your number. I got it because it's the same. It's one address less than my mama's. You gonna cut this damn tree down.
I'm waiting on them anyway. I ain't used my 357 in a long time any way. I've been waiting on them like you.
You done lost your damn mind.
You little young punk. I told you once and I told you twice. I'm old. You young. Don't do that. Fool, we.
See, that's what's right there.
You know what you can do? Tell your mom to make a pecan pie and bring me a piece.
What you say about my mama?
Tell her to make a pecan pie and come for me.
Tell my mama what?
Make a pecan pie with the pecan.
Make a pecan pie? I don't want no pecan pie. We don't even eat pecan pie. We so sick of these damn pecans you got falling over in the backyard. You got to do something about this, man. Now, I'm trying not to hurt you, old man. I really am.
Hurt me? Hurt me? Come on, hurt me.
Ready for me? I'm on my way. Is your outside? Is you outside?
You know why I say. You know what I say. You know what? I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna be in your mama driveway.
You get out. You get out my mama driveway right now. Get out my mama driveway.
I want to put me out.
I'm
gonna
out. You get your back in your driveway. You get out my mama driveway. Get out of it. You get out of my mama driveway.
No. What you crying for now? I'm tell you I'm here waiting on you.
You get out of my mama. Get out my mama driveway.
Baby, go cook me something, because I'm going to sit here.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Is you listening?
You don't got a thing to say. I'm waiting at you at your mama house.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother.
Man, I don't say this kind of man. I'm going to put my feet. Man, I'm going to milk it so bad. I don't play. I'm too old for this kind of.
LC, do me a favor, first of all. Get out them people's yard. Go back to your yard.
Man, you done gave me high blood pressure with this.
Ain't nobody mad about your pecan tree, none of that. Ain't nobody finna cut it down. Ain't nobody tripping. You all right?
Hell no, I got a headache now, man. I'll be carrying my grandkids to school listening to this. Man, y'all something else, man.
I got one more question for you. Tell me, what is the baddest radio station in the land, LC?
The Steve Harvey Show.
Come on, LC.
That was wrong. Oh, that was wrong.
But
LC.
you said pecan for the record.
Oh,
yeah.
Carla, you want to score?
But it's Pecan.
I got it 14 pecans. Pecan nothing.
Just like the Braves and the Stros. Huh?
I kept score.
Jacksonville, Florida, the 12th and 13th, the Nephew Comedy Time, Friday and Saturday, November 12th and 13th, Nephew Time and Friends Comedy Show. You do not want to miss it. I am at the Ramona Pavilion Ballroom, Friday and Saturday. Tickets are on sale right now. Laying in the cut is Dayton, Ohio Convention Center the week right after that. So tickets are on sale right now. Nephew, standing and delivering, acting a damn fool. Yes, I am. Tickets on sale right now.
Love doing that. All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letters subject, my ex-husband wants me to be his side chick. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
With all the festivities right around the corner, we've teamed up with our friends at Gold Series from Pantene to help you create a new you for the holidays. We've got your chance to win $1,500. That's right, I said it, $1,500 to cover a new hairdo and clothes, plus a hair care gift basket from Gold Series from Pantene. Enter and get rules at steveharveyfm.com. And no matter how you work your hair, Gold Series works hard while you work wonders. Works better because it's made better. Get all the info at steveharveyfm.com. All right? That $1,500. All right. It is time now for the Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, on sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter, because what? We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
I'd rather you buckle up. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter. I'd rather you buckle up and hold on tight before I let you read it.
Stop that. All right. All right. Thank you, nephew. Good morning. And the subject is, my ex-husband wants me to be his side chick. All right, here we go, Steve. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was married for almost 15 years, and my husband cheated on me several times. He eventually got tired of hurting me, or so he said, and he divorced me. I was depressed at first, but in the past 2 years, I've started getting my mojo back, and although I'm not dating, I want desperately to have sex. I've been able to forgive my ex-husband, and that's how I know I'm in a better place mentally and emotionally. We don't have children together, but I'm very close to his teenage daughter. She lives with her mom, but she spends some weekends with me. The last time she spent the night with me, her father popped up and asked if we could all have a movie night, just like old times. I couldn't say no because she was so glad to see her daddy. Halfway through the movie, she fell asleep on the couch, and he made her go to bed.
Uh-oh.
I started to clean up, hoping he'd leave, but he didn't. He started to beg and plead for one more night with me. He said he craves my body, and he just wanted to spoon with me all night. He is by far the best lover I've ever had, but I couldn't let him know how badly I wanted to make love to him. It would just make me miserable all over again because I'd be his side piece. I told him to go home to his fiancée. This will be his third wife, and he's already out trying to cheat. Since that night, he's been begging me to let him spend time with me. I told him there's no way in hell I'd ever be his side piece. He swore he'd leave his fiancée if I'd let him hold me for one more night. I will admit that I am enjoying all of the attention from him, and I want to believe that he truly misses me and he's ready to come home. Is that what it is, or does he just want to have sex? All right, come on. For you to even have to ask us, you already know. Yes, it's just the sex. He just wants to have sex. Don't do it. It's just about the sex. I mean, what else has he done to even make you think that he wants more than that? Nothing. Because if it were so, you would have put that in the letter. He swore he'd leave his fiancée if you would let him hold you for one more night. What? That sounds like a line from a song or something. Get out of here. That right there should tell you that he's no good. He hasn't changed, okay? You said it yourself. He wants to cheat on his new girl. So please don't let him back in your life. You're doing well now, mentally and emotionally, you said. Don't let your situation about being desperate to have sex, don't let it cloud your judgment, please. Lying and cheating are apparently what he does, so don't get caught up again. Can people change? Yes, absolutely they can change, but he hasn't changed. Don't start all over with him. Just start preparing yourself for your new man. All right, Steve?
This letter's interesting because it's just full of stuff that's obvious to me, and I don't know how you don't see this. The subject is, my ex-husband wants me to be his side chick. She was married for almost 15 years, and my husband cheated on me several times because he likes side chicks. He eventually got tired of hurting me, or so he said, and so you've been depressed at first, and he divorced you, and now you say you're starting to get your mojo back. And although you're not dating, I want desperately to have sex. So that means you're not dating anybody, you're not having sex, but you do feel better about yourself. You've been able to forgive my ex-husband, and that's how I know I'm in a better place. Okay, that's a good place to be in. Now, I want you to remember this for later on in the letter. I've been able to forgive my ex-husband, and that's how I know I'm in a better place. Now, you all don't have children, but you're close to his teenage daughter, and she lives with her mom, and she spends nights with you on the weekend sometime. And the last time she spent the night with me, her dad, your ex, popped up and asked if y'all could have movie night, just like old times. And you couldn't say no because she was glad to see her daddy. Halfway through the movie, she fell asleep on the couch, and he made her go to bed. You started clean up, hoping he'd leave, but he didn't. He started to beg and plead for one more night with me. He said he craves my body and he just wants to spoon with me all night. So here's the line. He is by far the best lover I've ever had. Wait a minute, excuse me. You just said y'all was married for 15 years. He cheated on you several times. You've been divorced for 2 years, and even though you're not dating, you want to have sex. The reason he's the best you ever had is because you ain't had nobody else.
Hold that thought, Steve. We're going to come back and recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, my ex-husband wants me to be his sidekick. Part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, my ex-husband wants me to be his side chick.
Well, that's interesting because you were married for 15 years and your husband cheated on you several times. Like I said, that's because he liked side chicks. You've gotten your mojo back. You're still not having sex, and you're not dating, but you do want to desperately have sex. So that's why you're considering this. I've been able to forgive my husband, and now that I know, and that's how I know I'm in a better place. Okay, like I said, remember that because I'm going to use that line later on. I've been able to forgive my ex-husband. That's how I know I'm in a better place. She was having movie night with the man's daughter, and he pops up. And just like old times, after he could watch a movie, you couldn't say no because the little girl was happy to see her daddy. She fell asleep halfway through the movie. He made her go to bed. You started cleaning up, hoping he would just leave. He didn't. So he started to beg and plead for one more night with you. He told you he craves your body and he just wanted to spoon with you all night. No man want to spoon with no damn body. What is spooning anyway?
No, it's like cuddling, but cuddling.
I know, but we spoon so we can get the fork out.
One more time.
We spoon so we can get the fork out. I'm just telling you, we're spooning this fork.
That was really good, Steve. That was really good.
Just to get the fork out.
I like that.
Now, he said he craves my body. He just wanted to spoon with me all night. Now, you said he is by far the best lover I've ever had, but I couldn't let him know how badly I wanted to make love to him. Well, he's the best lover you ever had. You were married 15 years. You didn't cheat on him. You've been divorced 2. You ain't dating nobody, but you desperately want to have sex. So you ain't had sex in 17 years with no damn body but him. That's why he the best. He ain't had nothing else. That's easy to be the best when you the only one. Okay? Now, I told him to go home to his fiance. This will be his 3rd wife, and he's already out trying to cheat. Well, since that night, he been begging to let you spend time with him. All right, now, here's the whole letter. I told him there's no way in hell I'd ever be his side piece. He swore he'd leave his fiance if I let him hold me for one more night. Shirley said it best. It sounds like a damn song.
Sing
if only for one night. But even after that song, do you know the song right after that on Luther's album, If Only for One Night? It rolls right into Creep.
Yes.
So all he want to do is creep with you. Now, how the hell that sound? If you let me hold you one more time, I'll leave my fiance. What? For one more time? I'm finna give up some steady at the house for just one more damn time? And then I'll leave my fiance? How that sound to you? Now, then I will admit that I'm enjoying all the attention from him. That's because you ain't getting it from nobody else. You said you ain't dating. Lady, let's go back up to the top. You said, I've been able to forgive my ex-husband, and that's how I know I'm in a better place. If you're in a better place, why would you leave being in a better place to go back to the other place where you weren't better? It don't make no sense.
Right.
Now, she says, I want to believe that he truly misses me and he's ready to come home. Let's stop this. He's ready to come home. He already at home with his fiance. And then, listen to me. You're not understanding what's really happening here. Here's the deal. Does he want to have, is that what it is? He wants to come home, or does he just want to have sex? Here's the deal, lady. He wants to play you because that's what he does. You don't think he said this before? If you just let me hold you one more time, I'll leave. He done left. This is his third wife. I know this here. Third wife. It's been this what he done told you this before. He said this before. He tells this to everybody. Now here's the problem you got. Here's what you need to understand. It's the same. He still cheats. Of course he wants you to be the side chick because that's what he do. He still cheats. You will be letting the same behavior back into your life. He's cheating on his fiance right now. He has not changed any of his behavior. He's just offering you the side chick position. And if you let him hold you, you gonna be this. You just told him, yes, I'll be the side chick. And yes, he misses you. Yes, he misses you because he misses cheating with you. So now he missed cheating on you, and now he's ready to cheat with you.
Ooh, all right, Steve.
Lady,
got it. Post your
you
comments.
go back to him, you a fool.
Yeah, don't do it. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Junior. It is your time. Sports Talk. What you got?
Yeah, once again, we want to say congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for winning the World Series, their second one. 7-0, they defeat the Astros in Houston, so that game's over with.
Shut up, Steve.
Keep going on with your news, Junior. Go on with your news.
We have to say congratulations.
What
Just
is
got to
the
say
hate
congratulations to
about?
them, man. They earned it.
Oh, yeah.
Ex-Denver Broncos linebacker Von Miller was traded to the Los Angeles Rams to strengthen their defense alongside Aaron Donald at the NFL trade deadline on Tuesday.
Man, did you see his reaction?
Yeah.
Did you see Von Miller's reaction? He was hurt, man.
It was devastating.
I felt for that
really?
brother. I really did,
Yeah.
man. He was hurt.
He put a lot of time in Denver, man. So that. But hey, they got he went from one team to a first place team. You might as well go ahead and look at the bright side.
Go and
Could
get the
be in
Super Bowl. Quit playing.
Could be. Yeah, quit playing. Also, man, in football, man, this is a sad story. Wide receiver Henry Ruggs III, Las Vegas, played for the Las Vegas Raiders. He was released on felony charges after a fatal DUI crash, killed a woman, and he was released by the Raiders, man. 22 years old, man. This is second year in the league, man. Just mistakes.
Second year?
Mistakes, man. Second year, man. He was drafted. So
he hit the car from behind.
From behind.
It burst into flames and killed the woman.
So
but he was driving under the influence.
I just hate hearing stories like that, man. Such a young guy.
Condolences to that family, man.
To the family.
Victim. Yeah.
That's all.
Too many options for you not to be drinking and driving. Too many options.
Yeah.
You got Uber and calls.
You got ride shares. You got drivers.
Yeah.
You know, man, we all have
really
to be
tragic.
more conscious with people we know. If we see somebody drinking, I was at a meeting recently. Somebody I know was drinking a lot. And we were sitting at the table talking in a meeting. And he went to the bathroom. I just took his keys off the table, put them in my pocket so I wouldn't forget.
Yeah.
He came back and drank some more, speech slurred and everything. So people came to the table. It was time to go. He said, I can't find my keys. I said, that's because you can't drive home, dog.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can't drive home, partner. Oh, I'm good, man. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because my name is Steve.
That sentence right there, I'm good.
Not T. Once he kept calling me T, and I knew he couldn't say the S, I knew that's how drunk he was. T, hold on, T. T.
No,
okay.
No, you ain't doing it, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, let's close out like this, man.
How about them Braves? Okay.
Let Junior do it. Go ahead.
The Philadelphia 76ers have a problem with Ben Simmons. He won't meet with team doctors to discuss mental readiness for the season. He just refused. He's making it worse in Philly. Oh, wow.
All right, thank you, Junior. Coming up next, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at the top of the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So we all know that Jay-Z and his former business partner Dame Dash have been beefing for a while now. That's not news. But Jay-Z showed Dame some love during his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. Shout out to Dame. I know we don't see eye to eye, but I can never erase your accomplishments. And I appreciate you, and I thank you for that. That was nice. That was big. Yeah. Damon Dash said he appreciated the olive branch that Jay extended, and he will spin one back, and they have no beef. Love that. So, Steve, you are a business owner, and experts say here are just a few signs of a partnership break, all right? They include when someone isn't carrying their weight.
True.
Agreed?
That's always the case a lot of times.
It's an unbalanced share of responsibilities. Also, disagreements on personnel, on finances, customer service can be a problem between partners.
Yep, that's a problem. I have another one.
Okay. Go ahead.
You got your own list.
Credit. When one of the partner expects to receive undue, unmerited credit. See, the problem you run into with your partner a lot of times is you want to share in the same results without the same amount of work, but you want the credit, though. Now, that relates back to the first thing you said, but I got you. We don't do the same thing. But the other part of it is when you want the credit for it, though. That's a dangerous person. Go ahead. Anything else, Shirley?
Yeah, different working styles. That can cause daily strain. You could be professional. Your partner can be, very unprofessional, very unconventional.
That leads to some problems. Management, leadership skills vary in that arena. I like a soft approach. You like a hard approach. I like I'm more of a people person. You go strictly by the law and what's in the book. That creates a problem.
Okay.
And then they say part of the solution, Steve, is to communicate when you feel calm, okay?
When
Not
is
emotional.
calm?
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, stay out of this. Stay out of this. It's not what you do, though. You don't have to know. No, don't even ask no question about calm. This is not
Ready,
your forte.
set, go.
Hot head.
Hot head.
Yeah.
Well, if we in the middle of a crisis, how in the hell is I'm supposed to be calm? We in the middle of a crisis.
You about to go off now.
Your tone right now. Your tone right now is why you don't have a business partner.
He's so low.
I don't need it. Right there. See right there? It's very hard to make it in this world without some type of partnerships. Tommy has decided there got to be another way.
I am partnered with me. Okay? And I have meetings with me. And if the meeting don't go right, I just stop the damn meeting.
See right there? That right there? Any more, Shirley? You got another one?
That didn't make the list, but, it just says, communicate, Steve, when you feel calm. Give yourself time. It's okay to feel frustrated, hurt, or betrayed, but when you're feeling that way, avoid communicating with your partner or anyone in the business at that time.
That's really when it's time for me to share what I'm feeling this way about. And that's when you really got to know how I feel, when I got to share this with you. But I have another one for you, though.
Okay, let's hear it.
Stealing.
That could cause a break in the partnership.
I knew they shouldn't have asked him this question. I knew y'all when we started with this whole subject.
But there are a lot of people that are
Stealing.
listening, Steve and Tommy, that are business owners or, small business
Go
owners.
Go ahead, Uncle Steve.
I'm glad.
Expound on stealing.
Well, stealing is when you take a portion of the proceeds that you're not supposed to and you trim it off the top. It's a form of embezzlement. And you kind of, it's called skimming off the top. And then you make all the deductions after that. But after you've skimmed the money, you already got your cut. What your hope is that your partner don't find out about it.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here's some good news. Civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson was discharged from the hospital on Tuesday. That's one day after he had a fall, and he has returned to Howard University to continue negotiations on campus, according to a statement released by the Rainbow Push Coalition. According to the statement, Reverend Jackson had been meeting with Howard University President Wayne Frederick and students concerning their complaints about some of the poor living conditions at some of the students' residential halls when he fell. After bringing the students and the school administration together, Reverend Jackson said there was much progress made yesterday and that he is going back today to help them resolve their differences.
Yeah.
I bet you he agreed with the students.
Yeah. Depend on what he fell on, you know.
He agreed with them students.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, though. They're talking, trying to get it together.
But it's such a great university, man. It's such a great university.
Yeah.
They've turned out some great people out of that school, man. I hope they can work this out. Yeah.
They will. And our home station, WHUR, on the campus of Howard
HU?
University.
Love
You
it there.
know.
Yeah, they'll work it out.
Yeah.
Figure out.
Reverend Jesse Jackson, always at the forefront of trying to bring people together. That is his legacy. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
The Reverend Jesse Jackson.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. It's time for today's round of Would You Rather. Here we go. Would you rather have a partner who is beautiful but has an ugly, ugly personality? Or would you rather have a partner who's just plain Jane, and has just a compatible personality? Everyone loves them. They get along with everyone.
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane with a great personality.
Definitely take the plain Jane.
Plain Jane.
Yep.
Really,
fix her up.
guys?
Yeah, I'll
You're
fix
beautiful.
her
Your
up.
attitude would make you ugly anyway. Hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Fix her up, put some new rims on that.
I've
thing.
had half of each one of them, so
What does that mean?
I've had all the combinations.
Are you going to explain?
I've had plain Jane with an ugly ass attitude.
Really?
that
How
the
can a plain
nerve
Jane
of,
have an ugly ass attitude?
boy, and the nerve of you. How you think anybody finna sit up here and take this mess? But I'm gonna tell you what, Marjorie, to me, this is just my opinion, is really, really attractive to me, and she has the best personality of any person I've ever met. Marjorie's the closest thing to my mother I've ever met in my life.
That's a
She is
beautiful
that. Marjorie is a sweetheart of a person, man. And I had to learn how to live with her, how not to blow out her candle. Because she's so bubbly so much of the time. You know, sometimes I'll be going, hey, pull up a little bit. What you want? Oh, what's up? Hey, man, stop blowing candles out, boy. Don't be stupid.
Let that light
You
shine.
Boy used to live in the back cave. Remember?
Well, that's a great thing to say, Steve.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
I
would you rather-
and couldn't see nothing, just bats going by.
Wait,
Them bad. Them bad.
Dog, you ever had a bat fly by your mouth and rub against your lips
No.
all damn day? That's what it felt like.
No, but I guess are you saying your lips? What are you saying? That's all right. Would you rather eat a piece of food that was really healthy for you but tasted like garbage, or would you rather eat something that tasted great and that was just horrible for you? It made you sick, all of that.
Made you sick.
What? You'd rather eat that?
No,
Something that made you sick?
I eat healthy food that's trifling all the time.
Yeah.
It ain't worth a damn.
I'd rather not eat at all.
I don't know what gluten is, but all gluten-free food need to put the gluten right back in it, because that's
Coming up
trifling.
49 minutes after the hour. It's our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after
the
this.
last break.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good day. It's been a good day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I was
day,
good
baby.
today. I said some brilliant stuff today. I'm very
Yeah,
proud
you're
of
funny
myself.
today.
Very proud.
Not brilliant.
Oh,
Score you. Score you.
Love yourself.
absolute, sheer, brilliant, radioable remarks. Oh, I have others, but they're not radioable.
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 That's another term.
Okay.
All right. Well, on that note, Mr. Brilliant, you can take us out with some closing remarks.
All right, let me say something to everybody. As a reminder about your current situation and a reminder about your destination. Those two are different things. So what I'm getting at is this. This is how I want you to look at it. It's not how you start. It don't matter what the middle look like. Your goal in your job is to get to the end. That's your only goal. But here's what hampers people, and the reason I chose this subject today is because people always refer to how they started. And in getting too deep into that conversation and laying there with how you started, you then move up to how it affects you now. And that usually has a negative connotation. Everybody's got something in their past that they've regretted. Everybody got something in their past that they hope to never repeat. Everybody has something in their past that they sometimes wish would be different, but it can't be. So see, it don't matter how you start. And it don't really matter about the middle. See, and the reason I chose to call it the middle is where you are right now. You know why I call it the middle? Because you're in the middle of a journey. You're in the middle of a process. So where it started and where you are now, the middle of it, it don't matter, because your goal, remember the goal now, is for you to get to the end. The end is the destination point. It's to achieve a certain goal or achieve a certain ambition in life. So where you start and where the middle, it don't matter. You got to keep your eye on the prize. You got to keep your eye on the end goal, which is the result, which is the accomplishment, which is the goal, which is the vision, the dream coming true. That's where the victory is. All at the beginning and all in the middle won't mean anything except it will be a part of the story that you tell. Wow, man, do y'all understand what I just told you? Everything that happened to you at the beginning and all this stuff that's going on in the middle won't be nothing except part of the story that you get to tell. But you don't get to tell the story until you finish. But the thing about finishing in life, you got to always draw another finish line. A man without a dream or vision shall perish. Once you reach your ambition, once you attain your goal, once you accomplish what you set out to do, there's a new finish line that has to be started. There's got to be another beginning. You got to create another middle, and you got to shoot for another ending. That is the process of life, you all. Embrace that, enjoy it, take heed to it, embellish it, but it is the way it works for all of us. Bill Gates, with all the money he got, he's getting a divorce. Now, the story he was hoping for probably may not be turning out the way he thought it was going to be. But it's going to be a part of his story. And the story you're going to end up telling ain't all roses and sunshine and flowers and leprechauns and four-leaf clovers and pots of gold. Your story going to have some twists and turns in it. There's a stanza in a poem called Don't Quit It. One of the stanzas is, for life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us must sometimes learn. And many a fellow has turned about when he might have won had he stuck it out. That stanza in that poem called Don't Quit describes what I'm talking to you about. Because life is queer with its twists and turns. And every one of us must sometimes learn. All of us. Nobody's exempt from this. It is the life we have. It is the process. Quit tripping about how you started. Quit worrying about the middle of the story, and keep your eye on the prize to get to the end, the goal, the ambition. And then when you get there, you're going to have to set a new story up. Bill Gates has got to write a new portion to this story. He got to tell some more. Him and Linda didn't make it. He got to tell another part of the story. For whatever the reason. But he'll be fine. Because he ain't going to get tripped up about the middle, and neither should you. All that's in the past. All that's in the middle is the present. But keep your eye on the prize, the goal, and the ambition. Those are my closing remarks. Hope you got something from it today. God willing, we'll see y'all again tomorrow. Have yourself a great day. I'm going to go out and make the best of my 84,600 seconds that God gave me at 12 midnight, and I'm going to get to smoking.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.